Why part-time?
Well, why not part-time? I mean, let me ask you, why can't we just do part-time work, full-time, all the time? Why has it got to be all of your time to someone else? Why can't you have some time for yourself, you know?
How do you define your music?
How do I define my music? I kind of just sit around and I bang on keyboards and I just kind of put chords and shit together, and I like to play the guitar and bass, and I like to sing about all kinds of different stuff. And I just define it as whatever, man, whatever. Yes.
What does inspire you as a band, and is it hard to unite your ideas?
What inspires me as a band is just, well, I like to jam with people, you know? I mean, it's not really a band, I make all the music. I just kind of like to jam with I like to get together with guys who like to play music, who are good, and just share my ideas and let them share their ideas, and we just, you know, jam and stuff. It's not hard to unite ideas because, you know, it's pretty much just like a democracy, I guess, you know? Under my rule, of course.
Christine, is there any particular artist who inspires you?
Yeah, there are plenty of artists that inspire me. There's, I mean, everything really from like, you know, from the 50s, the 60s, the 70s, the 80s, and the 90s, and the 90s. And they all inspire me, all types of music. Everything that I hear when I'm walking down the street, and, you know, just birds and shit. You know, pigs. Everything inspires me.
How do you feel when you see that the music industry is not that much successful as the one we already hear on the radio? And what do you think we could do about it? Commercial artists in advance.
Well, that's a good question. I feel like the music industry is just all kind of, it's all out of sorts, and it's just kind of messed up with all the producers. I think it begins with all the producers who go to school, and they're, you know, all these schools, and they're just teaching people all this kind of all this shit that doesn't really belong. And so these people buy these fancy studios, and they just create all this bullshit, and they tell people all this bullshit, and you know, it's just all money hungry ass producer people, rich suburban kids who don't know what the fuck they're doing, and they don't know how to play an instrument for the life of them. And much less they don't know their music, they don't know anything about the past, they just kind of think about what's happening now and what's in front of them, and like they don't understand the history of it, and they can't play a guitar, they can't play a fucking single note on a keyboard, and they're just kind of yes people, they're yes people, and they're greedy people, and they're spoiled people that are ruining and that are making all this, you know, super ridiculous type of shit you see on TV. And that's basically how I feel about it. And what do I think we could do? I don't know what we could do about it. I think that maybe if we just blew up, you know, like all these schools, and just taught people humility, really, and they just kind of like blew up the whole fucking planet and destroyed all the technology, so we got the whole build. People have to do it.